So you would call yourself an anarchist?
Yeah.
I still don't know really what that is.
So anarchism is the political philosophy or ideology that is based on the view that political authority is inherently illegitimate, right? So killing someone isn't wrong simply because it's illegal, and something is not moral simply because it is mandated. So when you have that as your basis of approaching, our political system, lots of things that we are taught to the contrary since we're children fall away, pretty quickly. And there's a recognition that the people in power, like Pelosi and Mitch McConnell, it's not Republican versus Democrats. They are literally, I'm using literally gangsters with two rival gangs, and they have their turf warfare. And, people in this country have this idea that gangsters are like lower class, and they've got tattoos and they got all these rings, but it's much more like the Godfather. And yeah, just because they dress nice doesn't mean that they're not thugs who are on the take. And you were on my show and you made this point yourself. You're like, it's not that it's not like America is just like regular corrupt, right? If the politicians were like, you know what, I'm going to hire my brother to do this job, or my wife's going to have this job, who cares? You know what I mean? It's the level of complete inherent corruption that's baked into the cake, which I think, and it's something from an anarchist perspective, is not resolvable. That I think that is inherent to the nature of government. That is what speaks to my anarchism, the anarchism of others. If you look behind me on my shoulder, I had Emma Goldman. She was on the cover of my new book. She was probably the queen bee of anarchism, if anarchism had queens.
But how do you organize a society of anarchists?
Well, societies are organized peacefully. You organize them voluntarily. We're having an anarchist relationship right now, even though this is your show. You can run it however you want. And you wouldn't have the biggest threat, something that you and I completely agree on, is the interface between corporate America and the government, wherein every single regulation, for the most part, is written by people in giant corporations to ensure that there's no competition. So to have any kind of measure of competition is A, anathema to this entire system, and B, healthier to